Hi yogis! Well, we're back at the park today to do a practice. Today we're going to do a stress relieving quick practice. It's about 15 minutes and hopefully this will be a place where you can turn to if you're feeling overwhelmed, anxious, and just can't get your anxiety under control. This practice will just help you to come back to baseline and able to function throughout your day. So here we go. So we're just gonna start seated, and we're gonna start with a bit of a breathing exercise. First of all, we'll just come to our mat and just kind of feel our seat on the ground. Take a couple nice deep breaths. Just feel yourself sinking into the earth. On your inhale, you can kind of bring your shoulders up. Exhale, let everything relax. Let your shoulders just fall. On the inhale, breathe in and then exhale. Feel all the muscles in your face relaxing. Just letting go of some of that tension in your jaw, in your eyes, and in your neck. So yeah, like I said, we're going to do a bit of a breathing activity. So this breathing technique can be used for when you're feeling really overwhelmed with anxiety and when you're feeling some of the physiological symptoms that can happen. So maybe your heart is racing or your stomach hurts, or you're just feeling confused, some of those cognitive problems that come with anxiety. Just a quick note, if you are pregnant, please don't do this breathing exercise. Just breathe in and out and make your breath a little bit longer in and out. So like the inhale, count of 4, and then exhale, count of 4. Well, it looks like we have planes coming over today, so hopefully it won't be too distracting. All right, so this is called box breathing. And so what you do is you're going to breathe in for 4 counts. And then you're gonna hold for 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you're gonna exhale for 4 counts. And then at the bottom of the exhale, you hold for 4 counts again. Hi.
I'm wearing shorts.
You're wearing shorts? That's so cool. I'm filming a yoga video.
Yeah.
Have fun. And sometimes you just have to stop and talk to kids at the park. Okay, so let's do that again. We're gonna do about 10 rounds of the box breathing. So again, inhale for 4 counts. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. And then exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do that a couple more times for practice, and then you can do it on your own. So in breath, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then hold at the top for a count of 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'm gonna stop counting and I'm gonna have you do that on your own. So you can either count in your head or you can just listen for my cue of inhale, hold, exhale, hold. So go ahead and inhale. Hold. Exhale. Pause. Inhale. Pause. Exhale. Exhale. Pause. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Pause. I'm going to let you do 5 more on your own. And so I'm just going to be silent here while you engage in that breathing on your own. You can count in your head, or you can just remember to hold at the top and pause at the bottom without necessarily counting. I feel that counting helps me to kind of stay in the moment instead of having my thoughts wander around. So that's why I use the counting. So go ahead and do it whatever way you like. Inhale. Done your last one, just take a nice deep breath in and sigh it out, signaling the end of that exercise. So what that breathing does is it just signals to your nervous system that to get you back into that parasympathetic state, which is where your heart rate is balanced. You're feeling more calm, you're able to think and focus more clearly, your thoughts stop racing. So just that kind of that more balanced system. So that breath does help with that. I hope that you're feeling a little bit more relaxed and in the moment. And now we'll just do some asanas. And I want us to just be cognizant of pairing the breathing with the poses. And so it just helps us to really get into that meditative state instead of starting to do the poses and thinking about what we have to do next and all of those worries that trigger the sympathetic system in the first place. So although thoughts will come and go, that's fine. Just try to let them go and come back to the present again and again. Awesome. All right, let's just start with, so this practice will incorporate poses that are going to help the nervous system slow down and just decrease anxiety as well. So some of the forward folds are really calming. And then just again, having your breathing at that pace with the movement can be very relaxing and grounding. So just think of this whole practice as something you can do to just decrease your anxiety. So on the in-breath, we're going to reach our hands way up, just getting some length in those arms, some room in between those ribs, and exhale back down. On the next inhale, come on up again. Let's get some more room in between those ribs, and then just float over, float your left hand down to the ground, and your right hand, you just come over to the left and feel that space on the right side of your body. So opening up between the ribs, under your arm, and breathe. Good. On the inhale, come back up, and we're gonna just go to the other side. So right hand falls to the ground, and you're just leaning that hand over to the right, the left hand over to the right. Enjoy this stretch through your left side. Maybe you've been hunched over the computer. This stretch always feels good no matter what. Maybe you just woke up. Maybe you're going to bed. All right, let's come back to the center now. Let's just get on our hands and knees to do some cat-cows, just to loosen up our spine and bring some mobility to that wonderful spine of ours that does so much work for us. All right, so on all fours, hips over knees and shoulders over wrists. Inhale, lift your heart, lift your chest, lift your tailbone, and exhale, cat. Tuck tailbone, tuck belly, and let your neck go. Round chin into your chest. Inhale, dog. Exhale, cat. Just go with your breath on those few more with your breath. Inhale and exhale. Tuck your tail. Bring your chin to your chest. Good. Come back to neutral, and now we're just going to open up your knees a little bit. You can have your toes touching. And just bring your bum back and into child's pose now. Take 3 deep breaths in child's pose, letting the breath reach all the way down to your lower back, swirling around at your shoulders, letting go of any tension in your face, in your jaw. Now from here, come on up. And we're just going to go into a very short downward dog for a moment, just momentarily. Just a really nice inversion. So back to hands and knees. To start, I want you to just place your hands with fingers spread apart. And then lift up your knees a little bit. Inhale. And on your exhale, push your butt back to downward facing dog. Shake your head out. Yes and no. Maybe so. 2 breaths here in downward dog. And then after that, we're going to come up to just standing. So when you're ready, walk your feet up to the front of your mat. Just going to face this way. And you're just going to fold forward. Let your head and your neck go. I want you to take your hands and lace them behind your neck just to get a little bit of traction there. Just to release your upper cervical spine. Sometimes when we're tense, we hold that tension in our neck, in our spine. We get headaches. This will help to relieve that. I'm making some small movements because it feels good. All right, on your next inhale, I want you to slowly roll up vertebrae by vertebrae. Sorry, you'll be exhaling for that. Hello, plane. And then when you're all the way up, I just want you to shrug your shoulders up and then down and loosen them up. Let them wiggle around. Good. Come to the front of your mat in Tadasana. Just take your right foot and step it back. We're just going to go into high lunge. So left foot is left, oh my gosh, right leg is straight and strong, while the left knee is stacked over the left ankle. I'm on a towel, so it's a little slippery. So clasp your hands behind your back, and then just lift your heart and your face up to, well, I'm lifting it towards the sun, so that feels amazing. Make sure your hips are squared to the front. Your spine, your lower back is not compromised. It's tucked and strong. Take a nice deep breath here. Great. Now straighten your legs and just have that right knee come on up. We'll do a nice little standing twist. So you can take your left hand to your right knee. I cannot see myself in the screen. I hope I'm still there. We could check just in case. Oh yeah, okay. So right knee up. Left hand to your right knee. Make sure your hips are nice and stable and square. Your left foot is rooted in the ground. And then I want you to take your right hand and just open up that right chest. So we're doing a standing twist. Just opening up the chest. Twists are good for detox, detoxing negative energy. One more breath here. Okay, good. Now I don't want you to lower that right knee yet. I want you to place the right ankle over the left knee in a figure 4 pose. And then we're going to have our hands on our heart and we're going to sit back into chair. So this is a kind of a pigeon chair, I've called it in the past. You're flexing your right foot back so you're protecting your knee. One more breath here. Sit back a little deeper. Feel that stretch in your right hip and glute. And then on the next inhale, come on up and you can release that. Beautiful. All right. Stand in Tadasana at the top of your mat for 1 second and just take a nice deep breath in and let it out. Feel how the right side feels as opposed to the left side at this time. Let's do that sequence on the other side. So take your left foot and step it back. We're going into high lunge on the other side. Right knee over right ankle. Feet are planted very firmly in the earth, just grounded in. You can feel that strength in your legs. They're definitely not relaxing. They are working hard for you. And then if you want, take your hands and clasp them behind your back again for a little bit of a heart opener. So inhale, open up your heart. Check that your shoulders are relaxed, that your lower back is not angry with you, and that your legs are strong and pressing into the earth. Good. On your next inhale, pop that right knee up, woo, or left knee up, the other knee, pop it up. Get your balance here. Make sure your right foot, all 4 corners are grounded into the earth. And then let's go into that twist. So take your right hand onto your left knee and just open up to the left this time. Find your drishti. That means find a place that you can focus on that's not moving. And then just do 3 deep breaths. Relax your shoulders. the twist, but don't let go of your left leg yet. Keep it up there. Now cross it over your right and sit back down, hands to heart, into your pigeon chair. Make sure your left foot is flexed so your knee isn't feeling the brunt of this. Breathe. Spine is straight, shoulders are down, heart is lifted. One more breath. Now release that. Good. That standing leg got a little bit of a workout now, didn't it? Excellent. All right. Just feel for a second into your body. Feel what it feels like to have those nice deep breaths and link them with movement. And let's bring our feet pretty wide apart, like 3 or 4 feet apart. Tadasana. I think that's what it's called. Oh my goodness. Prasarita. We're going to go into Prasarita C. So for this one, you're going to clasp your hands behind your back again. Make sure your feet are nice and grounded and firm. Your quads are engaged. And then while your hands are clasped behind your back, you're going to lift your chest up. Look up. On the inhale, on the exhale, fold forward. Just groan or moan or sigh or whatever you need to do to feel good. They say sighing is actually good for your nervous system. So if you hear someone sighing at work, they're probably not annoyed with you. They're probably just trying to get themselves regulated. Hope you heard all that. I was facing the other way. All right, one more breath here. In and then exhale, fold even deeper. On your inhale, hands to your waist, firm your belly, and come on up. Good. Just gonna check that we're still going here. Okay, so it is time for us to wind down. Let's come to our mats and just do a little twist, easy twist, and then go into Savasana. Let's just do a windshield wiper. So it's not really a twist, but it's just kind of like a release for your lower back. So just letting your knees fall from side to side. Any tension that accumulated for any of those forward folds, just let it rinse out. And I'm kind of rushing this at the end because I just looked at the time and it's already 22 minutes. I know I tend to tell you guys 15 minutes, but by now you should know that means 25. I think I'll maybe put on the description that it's 25 minutes so that everybody's aware that when I say 15 at the beginning, it's always a lie. Thank you so much for putting up with my time understanding issues. All right, let's come back down. Just lie on your back, let your legs sprawl out, your hands sprawl out beside you, or your arms sprawl out with your hands facing up. Nice deep breath in and out. Just thank yourself for practicing. And just for acknowledge all of the difficulties that you've had to go through, either just in the last while with the pandemic or before that, maybe past traumas. Just acknowledge that and remind yourself of how good you're doing despite all of these challenges that we face, and you know, some more than others, and Acknowledge that you have been resilient. You're here right now practicing. That's telling me your resilience, about your resilience. And your fight to get back up. And to keep going after hard things. If you live with anxiety on a daily basis, you are probably one of the most resilient people on this earth. Living with anxiety or depression on an everyday basis, and taking the energy and the time to reach out for support and to do things that are good for yourself, it's a lot. You're doing so good. All of these small things that you do for yourself every day, and when you reach out for support, they're all adding up. So just take a moment to think about your resilience and some of the things that you've done that have been hard and how you've pushed through, or also how you've taken a break and stopped pushing through maybe, and that's okay too. Maybe you've not only had a break, but maybe a breakdown. This is the human condition. You're still here, you're still fighting. Just acknowledge that and give yourself some love right now. When you're ready, just take a nice deep breath in. Open up your eyes. Gently gaze at whatever is in front of you. Slowly turn your head side to side. Come over onto your side and push yourself back up into seated, cross-legged. Let's all meet with our hands to our heart in Anjali Mudra. Thank yourself, and I thank you too. I hope you have a really good